We good? This mic is on. My tie needs to be fixed. You got it. Now we'll fix this right up right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. For those of you that do not know me, I am Bionic Godzilla, the owner of the Miami Dolphins. I have called this press conference today to talk about a multitude of different things, including our performance last season, our head coach situation, and our quarterback situation. And we're going to start with our performance last season. Obviously, going 0-16 was never part of the plan. We're not the Detroit Lions. And I'm very disappointed in that performance. I think that we could have done better. We should have won games. There were games that were close, and there were games that were not close at all. Now, I understand that last season was made very difficult by the death penalty punishment handed down to us by the NFLPA. However, that's not an excuse for the performance that we had last year. And I would like to officially apologize to the Miami Dolphin fan base for the 0-16 disaster that was last season. However, there were some good things to come out of last season. Deon Lacey, our middle linebacker, really started to get into his groove towards the end of the season, racking up a couple interceptions and some very solid tackles. Anthony Ratliff-Williams has easily become our star wide receiver. And while we will look to pick up more weapons to go around him, Anthony Williams will always have a home here in the Miami Dolphins. Now, moving on from that, we're going to talk about some low points of that season in the quarterback situation. Tua Tagovailoa threw more interceptions than touchdowns and did not have enough yards to make up for that. So with that being said, Tua Tagovailoa is now on a very short leash with the Miami Dolphins. We're not looking to trade Tua at the moment. We are currently still keeping our faith in Tua. We believe he can be a franchise quarterback. Now, whether or not that's with the Miami Dolphins is yet to be seen. However, we will be keeping an eye on Tua starting game 1 against the Tennessee Titans. We will see how his performance goes, and we will make a decision about Tua's current performance and Tua's standing with the Dolphins before the Week 8 trade deadline. Now, in the meantime, we have signed Nick Mullins as a backup quarterback for Tua Tagovailoa. Obviously, he is not the answer for us as well, but he may be the short-term answer pending anything that happens this season. And moving on from that, we're going to talk about the head coaching situation, which I know has been a very hot topic this year and has been debated very heavily after a few questionable play calls last year in the game. Specifically, a couple third and goal situations on defense and an obvious running situation when we're in a pass coverage defense, allowing an easy touchdown right up the middle. Now, because of some of those play calls and the general disaster that was last season, we have decided to move on from Brian Flores as head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Everybody calm down. Calm down. We've got this all figured out. We have actually already hired a new head coach. We've kept this pretty under wraps. We've brought this guy in from the defensive coordinator position from the Houston Texans. This guy is an absolute legend, both in the college world, in the NFL world, and is definitely a future Hall of Fame coach. Ladies and gentlemen, the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins, Coach Rufus J. Clyde. And I have him here with me today, and he'd like to come up, talk to you a little bit, and answer any questions you may have. Coach, come on up. Thank you kindly for that there introduction. That was a good one. Thank you, Mr. Owner. Well, like he said, my name is Rufus J. Clyde. I'm excited to be here in Miami, Florida. And I've felt like a Florida man my whole life, and now I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be a part of one. I'm glad to be a Florida man. But a little bit about myself. My name is Rufus Julius Clyde. You can call me Rufus. You can call me J. Clyde. You can call me Coach Clyde. Whatever you want to call me, don't matter. Sometimes people just call me Coach, and I answer to it. Don't matter at all, like I said. But anyways, a little bit about myself. Born in Louisiana. Been a Louisiana boy my whole life. Loving me some Rutgers football. Love me some New Orleans Saints football as well. But let me tell you, I'm just as happy to be here in Miami as I would be to watch the Saints play. Like I said, though, I played college football for Rutgers. I was a middle linebacker. I was a beast. I was a stud. Got drafted in the NFL in the second round. Not a bad year for me. I played a couple different teams. Had a pretty bad injury my rookie season, playing for the Houston Texans. Pretty much took me out that whole season. First game of the year, went up and made a tackle and blew out my left knee. It was a rough time for sure. I never fully got healed. I bounced around a couple other teams after that, but I decided to turn in my hat, turn in my shoulder pads. After that, I went on and coached back at the old Rutgers University, the old alumni going on there. Coached there, we did pretty well. And then here lately, I've been coaching for the Houston Texans, like Mr. Godzilla had mentioned, the defensive coordinator for the Houston Texans. But I'm excited to be here. And I decided we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. You can ask me questions about my plans for the Dolphins, questions about myself, my family, my two boys, Buck and Ricky, my beautiful wife, Darla. Anything, don't matter to me. You just ask away.
So, Coach, with the Dolphins going 0-16 and you not having any head coaching experience, do you think that the team, the management, just kind of decided, oh, what the heck, what else do we have to lose? Or do you think there was something specific about your abilities that drew them to you?
Well, to kind of go off that, yeah, I don't have much head coaching experience. I did coach a little bit for Rutgers University. I know they're not the biggest school in the world, but I did do a little coaching for them. And yeah, I mean, maybe that's kind of where their head's at. Like 0-16 can't get much worse. Let's just bring on old Rufus. But, I think I bring a real good defensive mindset. Being a middle linebacker in the league and in college, I think I got a good idea defensively of what we can do. And I think defense was the biggest struggle last year. And I think that's going to be my focus. You got a follow up or something there, son?
Yeah, Coach Clyde, just to follow up to that last question.
Okay.
In light of your, lack of, shall we say, experience and really the Dolphins organization just kind of being really, I don't know how to say it any other way, maybe the worst condition they've ever been in.
Well, not wrong there.
What about you do you think drew the search committee to you? Is it the whole kind of, I don't want to say it, but the whole kind of redneck personality, like that typical Florida man vibe that you give out, or something else maybe?
Well, I mean, you're kind of harking on my experience there again. That kind of hurts my feelings just a little bit. But, I mean, you're not wrong. The Dolphins are in a rough spot right now. I mean, 0-16, kind of Detroit Lions-esque. I know Mr. Godzilla said that they're not the Detroit Lions, and I get it. The Lions are garbage. But, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is my attitude, my redneck attitude, and my Florida man personality, as you called it. I like Florida, all right? And I'm excited to be down here in Miami. And you know what? Maybe it is my attitude. Maybe it is my attitude that's going to come in here and turn this Dolphins around. And I hope it does. I'm excited. I want to bring a Super Bowl in year one. Now, do I think that's realistic? Heck no. But I think we got a chance to get there in the next couple of years. And I'm excited, all right? And I know you keep talking about my lack of head coaching experience and all that jazz, but whatever. We're going to move on. Anybody else got any questions for me? Looking around. Sorry, these lights kind of bright, kind of hard for me to see. You right there. What you got? Coach, what makes you most excited to be out here in Miami? Most excited to be in Miami. Well, I got to say, the people. The people are great. People great down here in Florida. I mean, they kind of remind me of the people back home in Louisiana. But, I love the people, Love the weather. The weather's always nice. There's beaches everywhere. It's a good place, I think, to raise my kids, my wife. I think we're going to have a lot of fun out here in Miami. I think I'm excited to get down here and get started and kind of take some time and explore the city a little bit. What about you way back there in the back? What you got?
Coach, what are your plans for this offseason?
Oh, this offseason now, that's a good question right there because I'm really excited about this offseason. Let me tell you why. All right, so this offseason, here's what I'm thinking. We got Ratliff Williams, right? Well, he's a good pass catcher. He's our number one. I want to bring on somebody else, all right? A little speedster, a little speed demon. Get us right in the end zone real quick. I'm thinking John Ross III. You know, he's entering free agency this year, and he's got some speed now. He's like a baby Tyreek. You know, I don't think many people are going to be after him, and I think that's where we strike. You know, I see potential in that guy, and I think we can pick him up, and I think I may just do that. I'm also thinking maybe we pick ourselves up a tight end. I know that Ethan Wolf's not the best. He's not bad, but I heard Jonnu Smith's coming off free agency. Might have to take a look there, Tennessee boy. But then I really want to look defense, you know. Again, I'm a defensive guy. Like to try and pick up maybe some cornerbacks. In the draft, I'd love to get a middle linebacker maybe. Maybe even another cornerback or two. Maybe one out of free agency, one out of the draft. I think we draft pretty hard and heavy in defense. And I think we definitely got to look some O-linemen too because our offensive line is pretty atrocious right now. But are there any other questions out there? Anybody? You again? You got another question?
Coach, just one last question on this topic. I really hate to be
same topic.
beating a
Okay.
dead horse here, but just how broke
Dead
are
horse.
the Dolphins?
You just asked me how broke the Dolphins are? That what you just asked me? How broke the Dolphins are? Well, I don't know. I'm a coach. I don't care about the financial aspect of nothing. I'm here to win games. I don't care about no money. I don't care about no brokenness. I'm here to win games, and I'm here to win a touchdown, and a Super Bowl. I don't care about money. I don't know if we're broke or not. Heck, we may be broke. They only gave me a couple $100,000 to be here, but I'm here, and I'm here to win. Now, I do have an announcement to make about my coaching abilities and my coaching availabilities. I've already talked to Mr. Godzilla about it. He's fine with it. I will be sending my best friend, my longtime linebacking buddy from Rutgers, coaching buddy from Rutgers, Mr. Norman Gatlin. He's going to be the interim head coach while I get my family situated and move down here. I will be here come playoffs, whether we make it or not. But don't worry, I will be coaching via Zoom. I'm just, I'm trying to get my family moved down here. We're in Texas right now. Got to make the move over to Miami. And I'm a family man first. I'd like to spend time with my boys, and I'd like to spend time with my wife, Darla. I'd like to spend time, getting used to this Miami-ness and everything Florida has to offer. But again, Coach Norman, he's a good guy, and I'm going to be right in his ear all year long. So you can bet that whatever he's doing, it's because of me. Because of me, because of this logo here on this hat. Okay? It's on me. Now, I'll be here come playoff time. But, sorry, it's a little warm. I'll be here come playoff time. But in the meantime, Coach Norman's going to be taking care of you guys. And I'll be here via call. But that's all the time I have. I got to go talk to these players and tell them about the whole situation, me moving down here and all that jazz. But I appreciate you guys taking the time. I appreciate you guys talking to me, asking all the questions. Don't really appreciate you that much, sir. Didn't like your questions about me not having coaching experience. But again, thank you. That's going to conclude this here press conference. What is that Mr. Godzilla always say? He says, yeah, that's right. I love you guys. I love everybody here. I love everybody here in Miami. I love the players, I love the fans. I appreciate you guys. But I'm going to head on out of here, alrighty? Peace.